I'm in the process of creating a Halloween costume for my husband and I to wear to a costume party in late October. And we have selected Provincial Belle and Gaston from the live action film Beauty and the Beast. And in costuming, you normally always begin with the undergarments, and that's where I have started. Now, one of the challenges that I've given myself is that I'm only using scraps of fabric that I already had on hand from previous garments that I've made over the past 5 years. I am a bit of a scrap hoarder, and it's gotten out of control. Now, Emma Watson had famously said that her favorite part of the costume that she wore was the pantaloons that she famously shows off, which of course in 18th century France you never would have done, but this is Disney's license. And in the film, the fabric was made of a hand-blocked blue and white print, which would have been historically accurate for the time. I didn't have that, so I selected something a little different. And then I was even further challenged because I didn't even have enough of that fabric. And so while Rachel Makesy gave you secret pants, I give you party pantaloons. So these are the pantaloons that I created for Belle as the first part of her undergarments. And I didn't have enough to create the waist area. And the color palette of the costume is basically red, white, and blue, Vive la France. And so I selected this fun star print, and I'll show you in the next segment how I created a smooth finish, but they're pretty comfortable to wear. I might wear them around the house. You never know.
On the inside construction, you can see that I've done flat felled seams, so everything lays nice and smooth against my skin. So it just follows right along here. And this is why you should not sew when you are tired. On Belle's chemise, the drawstring tie should have been on the inside. So now I get to unpick this, lower the neckline just a smidge, and re-sew it so that the drawstring is on the inside and won't show. Okay, I have fixed the top of the chemise so that the drawstring closure is now on the inside. And that just helps to keep a smooth line under the bodices of your gowns. I did want to make this chemise from linen because I do plan on wearing it for other costuming needs. So I did want to make sure that I would be able to wear it with a variety of different bodices.
I had hoped that I would have created a few more pieces this week for Provincial Belle's costuming, but as I'm sure you can relate, work and family obligations really kept me hopping this week. Here's what I did finish. We have her simple fichu, and this is something that I will be able to use with other 18th century garments in the future. That is a great beginner project if you're new to sewing. And then I also wanted to make a historically adequate 18th century chemise. I had selected the American Duchess pattern to make this, and I did add a drawstring neckline that I had shared a little bit earlier in the video. My sleeves aren't quite finished yet. I need to gather them and add a very narrow band, and that will be something that I can take off easily in the future if I have a dress that perhaps it needs a more smoother finish. But other than that, I am really, really proud of this chemise. This is the first time that my underarm gussets really turned out well. And I have some still photographs over on my website that shows you that it is a perfect diamond. I think this is the third chemise that I've made. The first two, one was in cotton and the other was the other American Duchess pattern, which has ruffles at the cuffs and around the neckline. So I just wanted a plain finish. And the side gores, I did some flat filling on those and they turned out pretty great. All in all, the chemise took me about 7 hours to make. I know there's people that can really whip them out in a couple of hours, but again, I really wanted to do well on my gussets and gores this time. So, and of course, having to redo the neckline added another hour. 2 videos that I can really recommend for helping is Hat to Hem has also done a step-by-step video for this chemise, and I will link down below to that video in the description box. And then the very best gusset installation video that I personally have found is by Morgan Donner. And she, as a visual learner, she just really hit all the right points for me. So I'll also link to that. So you saw my party pantaloons, and for that I had used this butterick pattern, and on the back you can see that one of the options is for pantaloons, and it is just your basic pattern. And so to get this single pattern piece to look more like Belle's, I just gathered the leg at the bottom and then sewed a cuff down below. And I'll go into more detail about that on my website, and the direct link will also be in the description box down below. Let's talk about her petticoat. Now, again, I'm trying to create this with only scraps, and Belle's petticoat actually has more of this look. It's a smaller scale, a very small design, and I'll try and remind myself to put a picture so you can kind of see what I'm talking about there. But I actually have a need in my costuming wardrobe for a mid-calf petticoat. And because I don't want to buy anything and I just want to use what I already have in hand, I put a little poll on my Instagram, and I have this beautiful Edwardian era flounce, and I think this would make the most beautiful petticoat. Sorry, the sun is now coming in a little bit and you can see the sunspots, but oh, look at how gorgeous that is. And so I'm just going to create a drawstring, basically rectangle, and I will probably join it with a flat felled seam, and that will be shared how it came out in our next installment of Beauty and the Beast live action. Now for pockets, I first made this set of pockets. Very cute, no problem, but really the scale was off for this set of pockets, and so I redid them, but again, trying to use, I had enough of the blue ticking to make a larger pocket, but I was racking my brain because I didn't really have anything with red ticking. And then I was folding laundry and I was like, why yes, that napkin would make an excellent pocket. So you can kind of see the before napkin on my website, but again, trying to use only what I had. I had white twill tape, so I just dyed it indigo to get the same look that Belle has. So I'm pretty pleased with this pocket, but of course, I have this extra pocket now, and if you follow me on Instagram, I'm giving it away. And it is hand stitched. You can kind of see my tiny hand stitches on the inside. And I've also filled it up with some goodies. So be sure you head over to Instagram and enter to win the pocket. I will be selecting a winner on Sunday. So the video comes out Friday. You have 2 days, so get on over there. And lastly, I just wanted to give you kind of a time frame for the video schedule. And on Tuesday, I'm going to be having another decor and crafting video coming out. I just got a lot of feedback from many of you that you did really want to see more of my home decorated for fall and easy fall crafts. So we'll be doing those videos on Tuesday, and then Fridays will be Fashion Fridays, where we focus on what I'm sewing and creating. Now next Friday, I'm taking that Friday off. My husband is being awarded a special honor through the United States Coast Guard, and so I just want the weekend to really be about celebrating him. And so I will be back with another fashion video 2 weeks from Friday, and that installment should have a finished petticoat as well as Gaston's shirt, and how the skirt is coming along, because if you remember, I had shown you the skirt I had found in the French flea market that needed a little bit of love, and then of course her outer corset that she wears. So we're getting close, and then after that video comes out, there will of course be a big reveal that you'll see the live action Belle and Gaston together. And as I had mentioned previously, my son had done Pirates of the Caribbean with his girlfriend's family, and that's 7 characters that were created, and that video will premiere on October the 1st. So there's lots of goodness. And let's see, did I mention November? November, if you love Edwardian, Anne of Green Gables, November's going to be right up your alley. So thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day.